What's going on people, my name is Antoine, this is ATM Tech and welcome to the channel. In today's video I actually wanted to talk about the future of smartphone, specifically foldables. Now a few years ago foldables were definitely talk of the town. Different manufacturers came out with their own iterations of foldables, but they were very much experimental. None of them were devices that were really ready for the mass consumer market. Even Samsung, who were one of the biggest manufacturers to come out with a foldable, didn't get it right on their first try. The original Galaxy Fold had to be recalled because quite frankly it was a disaster. Huawei seemed to come with a bit more of a compelling design, however that device just took forever to land in people's hands. And with the whole saga of US companies being banned from working with Huawei, their first folding device just never really took off. Now these early folding devices were very much phones that unfolded into tablets. The idea being you had the portability of a phone paired with the productivity of a tablet. Now a bit later on, both Samsung and Motorola brought about a mini revival of the flip phone, incorporating folding screen technology in a flip phone form factor. Having used Samsung's Galaxy Flip for quite a while, I really thought they were onto something. Rather than having a large phone that unfolded into a larger tablet, you had a regular size phone that would fold into something smaller and even more convenient to carry around. And Motorola definitely pulled on some heartstrings with the iconic Razr design. I thought that when you compare the portability and convenience with the retro vibe, that we'd be seeing more of these types of foldable devices from other manufacturers. I thought this would be the way that manufacturers bring folding technology to the masses. But 18 months on, this trend just didn't pick up with the other brands, with Samsung and Motorola still being the only manufacturers with this type of design. Sticking with Samsung, when they brought out the Z Fold 2, it was definitely the most complete folding experience you could get at the time. With current technology, folding phones do have a few compromises, but the Z Fold 2 seemed to have the least, with high-end spec and a build quality to match. Now from the start, Samsung had always opted for this inward folding design. Now when you compare it with Huawei's original Mate X folding phone, it's nowhere near as aesthetically pleasing. When folded up, the Huawei looked just as good as any regular phone and even better when unfolded. But they opted for the outward folding design, but the problem with that is folding screens are made of softer materials and softer materials scratch more easily. So the wear and tear on the Mate X's screen over a long period of time would be pretty awful. And I guess Huawei's engineers agreed because they went right back to the drawing board and redesigned it with an inward folding design, just like the Z Fold 2. Not only that, Xiaomi have jumped into the foldable game with once again a very similar design to the Z Fold 2. Now it is still early days with foldable phones, but are we already in danger of them all looking the same? When you stack the Huawei, Samsung and Xiaomi together, there's not really much to tell the three apart. The thing with foldables as well is the cost is still very much a pain point. And yes, it is somewhat understandable because it's new technology and you're paying a premium for that. But I really think these folding phones solve a problem that no one really has. I use the Z Fold 2 for several months, and one of the big selling features of a foldable device is multitasking, or easier multitasking, but honestly, I didn't multitask on it once. You can multitask with up to 3 windows, but the windows are so small, I didn't feel as though I could be any more productive really, rather than just switching between my screens. Now media consumption wise, having such a large screen is fantastic, but phones these days are pretty big already, so you get a good experience from them. I think you get a good experience from a folding phone and they're nice to have, but I think it's going to be a really long time before their prices are justified. Problem is, as foldables get cheaper to make, then inevitably regular smartphones will be cheaper to make too. So as long as regular smartphones exist, there's always going to be a premium on the foldable devices. So me personally, although I think over time folding devices will become normalized, there's always going to be a place for the regular smartphone. But I do think one of the biggest hurdles they need to overcome is water resistance. It's something we've all got used to over the years, and using a phone that doesn't have water resistance makes you treat it just that bit different. But whether they can overcome that obstacle remains to be seen. Anyway, I've rambled enough. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below and feel free to subscribe. My name is Antoine, this is ATM Tech, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.